Hey everybody, it is Trader Girl ATX. I hope you know that's short for Austin, Texas, all you boys who are not local. And hey girls, I love you the most if you're a female and you're a trader, but I know the masses and masses of people who are concerned with trading are men, so I address the men. You're a boss bitch, and that's manly, and just include yourself, and don't be mad if I refer to you in the masculine generalization of humanity. And if you want me to get all crazy on that context, I can get biblical on you and say, hey, like in the book of Genesis, it says when God made man, he made them male and female both. So now hopefully it won't offend anybody who is crazy feminist. On that note, I'm a little bit triggered because there's this girl who's showing up in my TikTok or Instagram lately, my feed, and she's very cocky and very bold and very opinionated and brags about her earnings and her entrepreneurship and business skills. And I don't know how old she is. I haven't cared enough to look into her, but I'm guessing she's like 28 years old. She doesn't look very old at all. And she wrote a book, and evidently it was well received. So she's like mildly famous and has done all kinds of, gotten all kinds of recognition. And I think it's because she throws out the term feminist along with what she's doing. And anyway, I'm watching some of her videos and it just pisses me off because I have so much more experience than her other than writing a book. It's just ridiculous to me, but good for her for being able to brand herself and for taking the initiative to write a book. Makes me think I need to go ahead and write one as well and take her on. Not her like as a human being. She can, there's enough space for all of us, but we can all be winners. But man, if that's what it takes to succeed in the marketing and branding as being like a female entrepreneur, boss babe of finance, babe, I got so much more experience on you. It's ridiculous. And so let's just see. I might have to accept this challenge that I'm challenging myself because I don't like bragging. As crazy as that sounds, I'm making these videos to show what is possible and what I'm doing, and it's a way to document my experience here. Babe, like I have so much more experience. It's ridiculous. I am a serial entrepreneur. I've started 9 different small businesses over the year. I have a patent. I've submitted like 5 different patents pro se when I was married with my husband. One of those patents is in pet stores across the country and everybody knows what the product is. Another patent we put out was, we got a phone call from the people that made the Gazelle fitness equipment, and they wanted to know if we were done with the patent so they could pursue making the product. And, multiple stories like that. And, one of my businesses, I was world famous. I had clients, customers waiting over a year for my product, and a lot of them were pregnant women, and they would email me and call me, and they would be crying because they were so desperate to get my product. And you know, there was only so much I could do because it was a handmade product. But anyway, none of this has anything to do with trading other than I'm seeing that there's an opportunity for me to compete in a space that I never even wanted or thought about competing in. But I'm seeing if she's making this kind of money that she's making because she wrote a book with her limited experience and her cockiness, I'm like, oh my God, I can make 100 times whatever she's making because my story is real and valid, and I can do everything she's doing literally times 1,000, like not joking. So anyway, you might see me taking on the finance space and being a little more marketed on that as opposed to limiting it to just day trading, because I'm not only a day trader, but I'm also an entrepreneur, someone who done a lot of like pro se litigation, pro se patent work, trademarks. I come from a whole universe of financial experience. I also know a lot about debt collections, debt collection litigation, I've been sued I think I got sued 6 times in 1 year for bad debt. And every time I countersued and either got them to dismiss their case against me or I got them to pay me $15,000 or more to go away. I beat a UT law professor who's a law professor focused on debt litigation. He says I'm the only person he ever lost a lawsuit to, and he wanted to meet me and go to lunch after the end of the lawsuit. So I've got lots of stories, and that's just one. But yeah, I also had Woody Woodfin Jones. He was a chief justice in the state of Texas, like for the highest court. He was the judge who ran the highest court in the state of Texas for many years, and he's basically a lawyer god. And I had sued it was a countersuit against the world's largest debt collector, and this was in Travis County. And I kept beating their lawyer, and I kept getting orders for this company to produce 5 years worth of their tax returns. And they kept refusing to give me their tax returns because, I'm just some dumb girl. But anyway, I had them by the nuts, and I was beating them constantly. And so what they did was they brought in Woody Woodfin Jones to argue against me in court on one of my motions. I can't remember if I was going after them for contempt of court or if I was just going after them for sanctions, saying that they needed to provide these tax records to me. And that is a hearing that I lost because not only did they bring in Woody Woodfin Jones, they traded out the judge. Supposedly the usual judge was on vacation, and they brought in a totally different judge. And it was all operating as a surprise to me. I walk into court for my hearing, and I see a black judge when I normally had this white judge. I didn't know who this man was, but all I knew was the opposing counsel, who I had also never seen before. I didn't know who he was. He was some old white guy. And the judge was like, like bowing and worshiping to the counsel who was brought in to argue against me. So guess who won the hearing that day? It wasn't me. But anyway, I've got all kinds of crazy stories, and I know I could absolutely write a book about some of the shit that I've gone through, because I don't have an ordinary life. I've done things so many people, like, it wouldn't even cross their mind. So let's get back to the original story. Thanks for being here. Hopefully you will follow and like and subscribe, because I'm full of crazy stories, but also I'm kind of cute, kind of fun, and kind of smart. And, maybe you want to be a trader, and I might have some content that would be of value to you. Speaking of that, I did do a little bit of a live stream on Friday, April 4th. And what happened was I was being lazy, and I just blasted music loudly. That's how I listen to my music. And I guess my live stream was 1 hour and 34 minutes, but it has been blocked worldwide because of copyright violations, and I'm trying to get the audio scrubbed so that it will just show my trading, like the video, even if it doesn't show the audio, because I wasn't even really talking anyway. But you're gonna miss all kinds of cool jams. But 4 or 5 of you did get to watch it, so boss. Anyway, thanks for watching. And so the stats from Friday, I'll try to get that live stream going again once I scrub it. But right now, my end of day stats for account 4946, I traded on Friday, April 4th. I made net $3,944.10. I traded 195 trades. Why so many trades? Which I do that sometimes with minis, but on this day, it was Friday, and the market's been a little nutty cuckoo. Extra volatile at times. And so I was trading micros, which are 1/10 of the size of what I normally trade. So more trades. And even if I trade like 5 micros, it's still like half the risk of a mini. So anyway, 195 trades. My win rate was 66.67%. My max winners in a row was 17. My max losers in a row was 8. And the profit factor was 0.74. And I'm out of time. So now I'm going to end my video with like some little smiles so that it'll be something cute to put on my thumbnail for the photo, for the video, whatever. Thanks for listening, guys. Hope you have a kick-ass week next week. Let's kill this shit.